is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, squaring off with another team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bulls will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Golden Gophers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that,
turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. At the 45, on his way. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Pucks it out of the air. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback seeing the receiver. Well, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. From the gun, running back gets to give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
you've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catching.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Minnesota 7, Buffalo 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulls offense will go to work for the first time. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively.
There he goes. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Still running at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Bulls have their offense in high gear. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. It's complete on the right side. Pulled down for the tackle. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
You'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll run the screen. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Golden Gophers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That trip to the end zone, his 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all the Defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Trying play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
On the run, it's Hatcher. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Bulls will hustle to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the option. The give to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to parse their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buffalo! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Got the quick completion. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
A great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back on onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, and play the next play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Bird. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
21, Buffalo, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Bird. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bird. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Got his man down the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Flips it out in the flat. Got some room, headed to He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! Go Gophers!
Minnesota.
These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Sure hands, it's Hatcher. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Hatcher. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Bulls decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Running to the left. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Golden Gophers have a lot of options on second and inches. Makes the grab. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Bird. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
35, Buffalo, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The ball pops out on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Third down coming.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Makes the grab. It's Hatcher.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. He's got the tight end. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. Off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They're working that left side. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football.
From the gun, running back on the move.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Middle Tennessee. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lincoln.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best third down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got it set up on the outside. He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
I love the play call on third down. You're trying to get the running back involved on a screen pass. You just got to get it better executed. They couldn't block it good enough up front, and now they're facing fourth.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
This is so a Jesse. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, partner.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on third down for this offense. To the air. It's Roach. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Minnesota! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him, trying to make magic with his feet. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Split backs here. They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Roach. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Wants to fire on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Bulls are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special.